Well, it's fall again and time to get ready for chilly weather. So today we're going to take you along as we prep our heating system for the fall and winter. You're going to want to watch this. Stick around. So on our last outing, we noticed that the temperatures are starting to drop a little bit. We fired up the furnace and boy, did we get a smell. Dust and all the stuff that's been settling in our ductwork all came out. So we went to the electric heater, got through the weekend, but today it's time to clean up that mess. So we grabbed the tools that we're going to need, a screwdriver with your square bit and a vacuum cleaner. Come along and I'll show you how we prep our furnace for the fall and winter. It's all down here, so come on down here. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot, even with the filter. So on our vent covers, we put filters in here. And look how grimy they are. Oh my word. Try to keep the dirt in here. Okay, a bunch fell out, but that is what nastiness we were breathing when we turned the furnace on. That's just one cover. We have two more. Let's get those cleaned up. So with the vent covers off, we can see that these filters are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're keeping most of the dirt and rocks and sand and pine needles and all that stuff from going down into the ductwork. But there's still stuff down there. So now we're going to take the vacuum cleaner. We're going to clean out the ducts. We're going to get as far deep in there as we can. Replace the filters. And then we'll talk about the actual furnace. All right, much better. Okay, so we got the vent covers back on. That's all cleaned up. Now, the furnace is right behind this panel right here. There's 4 screws, one here, one here, one here, and one here. We're gonna pop this panel off and we'll clean up the furnace itself. Okay, now we've exposed the furnace with all the ducting. We're going to give it just a visual inspection and then get the vacuum cleaner in there and dust out as much as we can. And before we put the cover back on, we're going to go ahead and fire up the furnace so that we can see all this. Now when I visually inspected the ducts, I made sure that all the connections, all the ducts are connected to where they link up to the floor and where they hook up into the heater. Check my gas line, make sure that everything looks nice there, and all this wiring is nice and out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the furnace, watch what's going on in here. I'm sitting right on top of a duct, so I'll be able to see if I'm getting any of that real dusty smell come through here. All right, let's get her fired up. We have gas. All right, so we're coming to the furnace on the wall. We're gonna go ahead and turn that to furnace. And we're gonna make sure that the fan is on auto. You're gonna know right away if it's not, because your AC fan will start blowing. Well, okay, I am sitting right on top of the vent. I'm not getting a face full of dust. The furnace is humming along, really nice and quiet. That's all cleaned up. That's all cleaned up. I have one more vent to do in the bedroom, but you've seen me do two, so you don't need to see that. This is super critical. This is a place that could be dangerous because you are dealing with gas. You want to make sure that you keep this clean. You know, check it once a year. I mean, we only run our heater for about 3-4 months, so it's super important to keep that clean, and you want to keep it healthy. I have a hard time with dust, and so keeping this clean keeps me breathing real nice, and it's getting really hot right there. Hey, let me know how you clean your furnace and your ductwork, keeping all that stuff humming along. Now is a really good time to do it. Fall is approaching. For those of you down in Florida, don't worry about it. The rest of us, we need to keep our stuff clean and working in prime shape so that we can stay warm this winter. After all, that's why we're in the RV. If I wanted to be in a tent freezing my butt off, I wouldn't have bought this beauty. All right, hey, thanks for coming along. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. Make sure that you share it with a friend. I need to turn this off. I'm starting to sweat. All right. See you next time, folks. Appreciate you. I guess while I got the vacuum out here, I might as well do the carpet. All right. We're out.